Hello, and welcome back to Thando's Parlour. I am back. Oh my god, it's been what, a year or something? Absolutely ridiculous. I still remember when I started this channel at the beginning of 2025, while I was waiting for my knee surgery, while I was mostly working from home, and then eventually I wasn't even working at all, and so I needed something to do. But to be honest, I think I stopped posting on this channel because YouTube is much more slow reward, which I'm sure will pay off eventually. But then I had another channel I was juggling, other social medias, and literally 2025, I don't know about you, but it was the worst year of my life. For anyone who's into numerology, 2025 was a 9 year, which is all about wrapping up the lessons that you've learnt in the last decade. And so things can that the pressure amounts, so to speak, and I certainly was feeling it from all sides. I I was going through, I don't even know if you want to know. But I'm back. I don't have a script or anything for this video. I just kind of wanted it to be fully off the cuff. I Last time you saw me, I was firmly on Australian soil, and now I'm in a whole other continent. I am in my home country of Zimbabwe, and I am in Gweru, the third largest city in the country. It is actually where I was raised prior to going over to Australia, so it has been interesting being back. And yeah, I guess I'll talk a little bit about why I moved countries. 2025 being a 9 year, I was dealing with surgery, I was dealing with bullying and like triangulation in a work context. And then I was dealing with sort of trying to hold people accountable for things that they did to me, like I wasn't there and like I wasn't watching. And so it just ended up being full on for my nervous system. I still feel like my nervous system is only just relaxing now, but not fully, because it never ends when it comes to my life. There's always something or other happening. Um, and so, actually, me filming this, I'm filming this off of the back of this weekend where I had to, there was one more complaint I had to make about the way that my health related case was handled by a particular organization. And so I just sent that email like not even 48 hours ago. And so I do feel a little bit lighter, but having to consistently defend myself, stand up for myself, while my intimate circle was dwindling all year was something and a half. I do have a personal blog, confessionsofaLibra.com. I'll put it down in the description below. And that's where, I've been updating. Not very often, because once I hit 300,000 words, I was just like, I have done a lot. I don't even know how I birthed this many words considering the year that I had, but I did it. So you can always go read it on there. However, I am going to be compiling my works by theme because my mind is so broad. I tend to write across multiple genres and multiple themes, and so I will compile my works and offer them up as something that you can sort of purchase as a collection of essays. So that's going to be coming up one of these days. I am creatively blessed, but materially, physically, relationally, and emotionally depleted in a lot of ways. I know it doesn't always seem like that because of the way that I present. At least when people meet me at this stage of my life, I probably seem a little bit more put together. But it's not a real reflection on a lot of the things that are happening in my life. So it's just fascinating, honestly, to see how people project onto you when you start posting online. That's kind of been a lot of the things I've been haggling with inside, is how to deal with people's projections, because I seem sometimes happy-go-lucky, you know, maybe put together in some ways, and then in other ways I am someone that people misinterpret a lot. I'm someone who's been mistreated a lot, like, and in a very public way across different areas of my life, which is why I feel like last year was such a pressure point. You know, they say it takes pressure to make a diamond, and I feel like last year made me a diamond because I was just like, I've been mistreated so much. I can't have all these people in my life anymore. They don't deserve the access that I've been giving them. And so it's kind of left me in this place where the main thing that's giving to me is my creativity. And even any of my what appears to be financial success in at least the last 4 months is not really because I've been making a lot of money. I'm not from a rich family or anything like that. It's just because I've had to fight in a system, and that system repaid me for having to put up with what I shouldn't have put up with in the first place. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, today is Sunday the 25th of January. Why did I have to think about that? Why did I look? I do that when I'm thinking. I am getting out of this Airbnb that I've been staying in Ridgemont Heights in Gueru. I felt like it's about time. I've stayed here for a month. I am still trying to find something that stabilizes me and a place that feeds me, etc. I did make a purchase of land that is going slowly. In terms of like where my project is going, my timeline is not the same as the timeline of people that I'm dealing with. So I'm trying to juggle like asserting myself and being like, I don't have all day. I don't have all day to wait for things to come through. I want things to be a little bit more fast moving. So that's the update on me. Creatively, we up. Relationally, we down. But at the end of the day, I feel like I find my strength mainly in my spiritual practices. I really do feel supported in a lot of ways spiritually, and I feel like the moment I stop feeling supported spiritually, I will probably crumble because my life, anyone who's ever known me one-on-one knows my life has been literally insane, more insane than most people that I meet. And it makes it hard for people to sit with it too, because sometimes if I'm just expressing the things that have been going on in my life, I don't realize how heavy it can be for the other person, because, well, if you think it's heavy for you, girl, imagine how it's been for me. And especially because like things don't like neatly come into your life. You know, I do believe in like lessons, and like, you know, I feel like I'm in a spiritual boss battle every few months. But like lessons don't neatly come in a straight line, and they don't always give you like the right amount of space in between to integrate what you're supposed to be learning. And so yeah, when I'm like just explaining my life, sometimes I feel like people are like, damn, you're coming off really strong. And it's like, I wish my life had been such that I could pretend nothing has ever happened and I live in La La Land and everything is perfect and I'm always happy at every stage. It doesn't even make any sense. But yes, so I hope that soon I will find a format that works so I can carry on in this channel in a new but cute and exciting way. Because yeah, when I really lean into my creativity, it feeds, it feeds, it feeds. So far this channel has been very real in terms of like family wounds and talking about finances and self-confidence and things like that. And I really want to carry that on. I prefer depth. I wish we had more depth in regular conversation. Then people wouldn't look at me like I'm strange for for just expressing my depth. But I hope you're having a good January. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you want to see more, any little comment helps, because then I know that what you want to see and when you want to see it. And I'll do my best to... My goal this year, I won't make it anything too crazy. My goal this year is just to film more videos than I did last year for this channel. But I'll be fully open as to where it goes. I'll just let it take me. I'll just flow it out. Okay? I'll see you in the next one.